Good luck, everybody.
Godspeed. Godspeed, Spider-Man.
All right, DG. You are up.
All right. Well, welcome to the Plight of Oob. This is our first session, so please excuse us for technical difficulties. I am just going to jump right into it. Activate our Amethyst capital.
Whoa.
All right.
Hacksaw, you might want to mute, dude.
All right. So you all sit within a large courtyard with many strange creatures that you kind of hope to recognize. You don't bother counting, but there's easily 50 other creatures in here. As you're waiting for your name to be called, you recall the crazy events leading up to this moment, starting when you entered that strange portal. You recall your first steps in this new world. Waning off disorientations, you were able to take in the sights around you. You each saw different terrain: a forest, a meadow, a small island, a grand cavern, a swamp, a sandy beach, and a snowy mountainside. There was hardly any time to ponder what happened before one of your own kind approached you. You immediately noticed the deep emerald color of their eyes and felt their overwhelming power as they approached you. Despite all that, you felt comforted seeing their own eyes and allowed them to lead you away to a hidden location nearby. They then explained what happened and where you are now. Apparently, the portal you entered through is known to be one way, and for whatever reason you came here, this is where you live now. A world ruled by 3 kingdoms populated by different colors of dragons: the Metallic Kingdom, the Chromatic Kingdom, and the Gem Kingdom. They led you to a teleportation circle as they continue to explain that you are what they call an otherworlder, and would be processed by the gems, ultimately placing you under the reign of either the Metallics or the Chromatics. Or else you would fend for yourself in the wilderness with the other creatures who decided against the protection of the dragons. You are then teleported off to the Gem Dragon capital, where you are met by another individual, what's called a human, with amethyst-colored eyes. He quickly hurries you away to where you are now. They explain you're to wait here, and you would be collected into groups and divided between the 2 kingdoms. You would also have the choice to brave the world on your own, but it's not recommended. There's rarely survivors in the wilderness. So you decide to wait, and wait, and wait some more, until now, where your thoughts are interrupted by a very short human man with amethyst-colored eyes, and he introduces himself. Hello, I'm Amethyst. I'm an officer for the city. Please come with me. He guides you to a side room after collecting 9 other individuals on the way, seemingly at random. Okay, so my job is to place you into groups and give you your first task. Please introduce yourselves. Alright, let's start with Bellamy. Top of the list.
Bellamy will look around, right? See these people, creatures even, right? That he's never seen before, right? Looks to his left, looks to his right, is unsure of where he is, right? But being prompted to introduce himself, he begins by saying, hello, I'm Bellamy. I'm a wizard of sorts. Right. Also a servant of the shadows. And I've come seeking my teacher. If you require, I'm also well versed in performance art, so these are my strengths. Thank you.
The The human man currently nods his head and points to the next player, Cliff.
Cliff kind of does the same kind of thing as Bellamy. Kind of looks around, kind of stomping his feet a little bit. Has a weird look on his face. Pulls some dirt out of his pocket, puts it on the ground, steps on it. My name's Cliff. I'm Eric. Not really sure what's going on here, but it's mighty nice to meet you all. If you ever need any healing, just say ow.
All right. Once again, he nods his head and points to the next, Grenwyn.
You see an imposing figure who's 7 foot tall and muscular in all the exposed parts. You can see she's incredibly strong, and she's covered from top to bottom in blue fur, or at least the parts you can see are. Her face is covered in blue fur, and she looks around and says, I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm here to find Trespian. I'll be getting out of your hair as soon as I can. And she sits back down, if she's sitting.
Yeah, everybody has their own personal little seat to sit on. We will do Hacksaw next.
Hello? I do not know why I'm here or how I got here. I was just running for my life, and now I'm here. I'm sneaky, despite being enormous, because I'm like almost 8 feet tall and like 400-pound turtle man guy. But I don't really do much for violence, as violence took somebody close away from me. I prefer to mend those that require it. A bit of a healer. Thank you.
Okay. Next up is Miku.
Miku is a bit more out of sorts than everyone else here because she's not used to looking at people with 4 limbs. But Miku Cirrus here. I'm basically a refugee. My city went to hell. I had to fly as best I can, hoping I could find some of the other folk, Greys like me, who had to flee around here. She is notably colored like a common pigeon, if for those who have common pigeons in their world. And I like to believe that she is actually anxiously holding her axe like she has in her profile pic, just out of sheer anxiety.
Beautiful. We'll come up with Nilar.
Hello, I am Mueller. I have no clue how I got. Last I saw, my world was in fire, and then I blinked and I was here, and now I see. Oh, what are there's so many questions, so many. You're a wizard. I want to know every spell you have, but I have to get home. Oh, what has happened to her? Well, I'll try and stay out of your hair as well, as fast as I can, or if anyone knows a way home, please help me. But otherwise, tell me about yourselves. Thank you.
And finally, Spear.
Excuse me, gentlemen. Unlike this fellow before me, I'm not in a very big hurry to go anywhere. No, I'm fine. We can stay here. I can help. You want help? I'll help your kingdom. No problem. It's just a bit boring here. No, this has been slow, very idle. I don't know if I like just sitting around. Maybe we can get some wine, or adventure or both at the same time, even better. But I do not like this sitting around. You want me to serve a kingdom? That is great, but the gods do not respect the idol. Please, get me out of my bunk room. And I sit back down.
Beautiful. All right. So besides you seven, we have three more creatures in here to introduce themselves. A female Kalistar sorcerer named Cassandra. She claims to be some sort of seer. A male Goliath barbarian named Thozak, who entered this world after his clan was completely destroyed. And finally, a male Asimar cleric named Alto. He says he was sent here by Pelor himself, the god, to expand his teachings to a brand new world. And after all those introductions are all finished up, our main amethyst in the middle here splits the groups. We got two groups of three and a group of four. By dragon intellect, they decide that this is the best group composition that you guys can come up with, right? Okay. So the last three who introduce themselves, these guys up over here, they don't like the rule of the dragons, and they decide they want to hack it on their own. So they stand up, say, "We're not doing this," and they leave. And we'll see if they survive the wilderness in the future.
Big mistake.
If possible, can you just write down how to spell their names in the chat if possible?
Sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll get that to you guys. No worries. All right. The amethyst dragon lets them leave and goes, well, that happens. As far as the rest of you, Nilar, Cliff, and Miku will be heading towards the Mentalic Kingdom, while Hacksaw, Bellamy, Subir, and Grendwin will be heading towards the Chromatic Kingdom. I will now go inform my colleagues that you are ready for further instruction, and they can brief you in more detail on what happens next. Please save any questions you have for them, as that is not my job. He then stands and exits the room, leaving the seven of you alone for the time being.
That could have gone worse, no?
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
Good eye.
I'm used to being on the beat around where I came from. Big city on the clouds, but every one of you seems a bit weird to me. I keep wondering, where are your wings? And I'm like, no one else has wings except that guy over there. I liked his wings.
Well, what's wrong? You never seen Eric and Lassie before?
No.
Well, that's weird.
It must
I understand what you're talking about. This is a very strange interaction for me. I've never seen most of your types before, at least not so big.
Oh,
I've seen a birdie before, but they're much smaller where I come from.
Yeah, I figured you were just kind of mutants, maybe some failed experiment. Are there more of you?
Aye, how do you know you're not the failed experiment?
Oh, the Vidalkin, it simply isn't possible. We're, to be frank, quite great.
It is possible we are all dreaming. Perhaps we are making this up in our imaginations. We should just have fun while we're here. No harm, huh?
Oh, that is absolutely not true. I followed Christy through that portal thing in the wall. It was weird. It is definitely not a dream.
I don't know about you guys, but most of you guys are guaranteed not to be experiments. I did 2 years of medical university, and they had all kinds of creatures. And some of you I recognize, and I can cure your wounds and knit your bones back together. I'm very skilled in this aspect of life.
I mean, with only 5 fingers, that's a disability from where I'm from.
How many fingers do you have?
6.
Oh, that's not that many extra, though.
You'd be surprised what one more can do.
I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole.
I would very much like it if this were a dream, but it's most likely not. I've known about this portal for years. It's just I'd have to be crazy to want to fly through it, unless situations were really dire. And they got really, really dire really, really quickly. I hit a lord on the head with a bottle of wine.
What is a lord?
Oh, that is not good. Not good at all. I too have to leave very quickly, so it's good that we're here for a while, right? I don't know why some people want to get back so fast. They have treated us very well.
We have lives to get back to. I've got a whole kingdom that is relying on me, and then I've got the whole entire forest outside of that, and the High Lady will be wondering what I've gone. She'll think I just abandoned her.
You know, everyone who works anywhere thinks that the place cannot run without them. And yet, when they quit, everything is fine. I'm sure it's fine where you're from. There's no hurry.
You all are saying a lot of words right now that I don't rightly know. All I know is that Sune, she told me to go through a portal, and I just do what I'm told.
I'm sorry. I appreciate you trying to be an optimist, sir, but I am 100% not joking when I say that if I went back through that portal, it would be a death sentence. And my main hope is that as many other Aarakocra as possible got through this portal in time, because things are going to look very bad for birds like me.
Oh. Have you not found any friends since you've been here?
It's been a day tops. I am very bad at telling time here. The sun doesn't seem to work like it did back home.
Well, we're all friends, ain't we?
Yes. I'd agree with that.
Until you
like
do something that would indicate otherwise.
I mean, nobody's tried to kill anybody yet, so you're all good in my book.
It seems we will be split up anyway, no? The groups.
It does seem that way, yeah.
They explained a lot to us, but I still feel rather confused about the whole thing. Are they getting us a home, or are we stuck here?
Are we supposed to leave this place and go somewhere else?
From what I'm guessing...
Or are they coming to us?
I heard chromatic and dragons and metallic and dragons. Now, I don't know what a dragon is, but metal and chroma means, shiny stuff and colorful stuff. So we got Team Shiny. You guys got Team Colorful. I do not know the greater significance, but that is what I can parse out.
Do you all believe that, from what I can infer, right, if this be the land of dragons, right, do you all believe that man just now, Amethyst, was a dragon in and of itself? In my eyes, he looked to be of my race. Yes, in my eyes, he looked to be of my own race.
Or humanoid, I should say, sorry.
I think they shapeshift.
I wouldn't discount that as a possibility, but I don't really. The only thing I know about dragons is they've got the right number of limbs, in my understanding. Sorry.
So I did not know there was a right number of limbs.
As I said, it's taking me a lot to get used to. Not a single one of you have beaks either, and I'm trying to parse that.
I mean, I think your hair's very weird, if that helps.
Hair? What is hair?
It's, and she throws her braid over her shoulder, and it's a long black braid that goes down to her waist.
How do you get your feathers to do that?
I don't have feathers.
Ah, I think I get it. Hair is like those things on rats, except it's positioned like crest feathers, kind of.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking. You call those crest feathers.
Yeah.
And what are you? She looks at Bellamy. What kind of... I don't know if I know a thing like you. Not in a bad
Well-
way. I want to understand you a bit more.
I just from land, from my own homeland, we call ourselves humans. Right. It seems that we're all of different species.
Yeah.
Human, right?
It's
A human?
Are all of you
Human.
the top of your food chain, your apex, or are you more lower on what's it, a food chain?
That's a mighty weird way of thinking.
Oh, well,
I don't
it's
eat
such a-
cheese. I don't think it's food. Most of the time, it's made of metal.
the question I think my dear friend's trying to ask is, right? Do any of you have any other intelligent species within your homelands besides your own species? Right, that could be an interesting thing because, at the very least, from where I am from, right, no other species is as intelligent as the humans, right?
exactly.
Eventually,
Yeah.
You don't have any
Yeah.
trees there.
trees.
Well, I
No,
mean,
we have
Aye, they're
trees.
very
I mean,
intelligent.
there's other types of ganassi. There's like air ganassi. There's like fire ganassi, water ganassi, and then
And you all live together.
no. Oh no.
How does your biology work? In which case, if you are of an air ganassi, are you made of air?
Yeah.
Yep.
Air being an immaterial, like transparent fluid, how would that create physical structure?
Divine power.
Wait, so you're of the same species, but there are different sects of you and you don't get along.
No.
You say for the
I'm not
Ganassi?
quite sure if we still get along or not. I've been in exile for a long time.
Oh, shit.
What did you
Story,
do?
You and
story
me,
time.
you.
Story time.
I'm very concerned being around you now.
Oh no, it was.
Go ahead.
I had to leave to prove to prove myself. Yes, to earn the love of the chief's daughter.
Ooh la la.
Right.
That sounds like one of the cases my clients would send me on.
It's not really as juicy as you would like, but that's the truth of it.
Do you fancy this girl?
I believe I do.
Then you must go to her.
She is not here.
No, but you
I'm
must
not
fight to go to her. Romance is so important.
I am not sure
I
that
believe
is
so.
physically practical at all. We Arakocra have known those portals exist above and below their city, and every bird who's ever gone through them has never gotten back out of them. Though, interesting enough, my story is kind of similar to Cliff's here. Down to there being rather arbitrary differences. There's the colorful ones; those are called the brights, and then there's ones that are all gray or brown. Those are called the grays and Ashens. God, I'm tired.
This is okay.
Right.
Do not be nervous.
I forgot my most important question. What kind of magic do you all have from your world? Do you have magic?
Oh,
Yeah, I can heal things and other stuff.
I made a good.
I can heal things as well, just a little bit.
Oh, what kind of arcane calculations do you use for your regenerative spell properties?
I just hold my hand out and pray to Sune, and she does it for me.
Ill matter. I can't do any of that healing stuff. I tried. I just don't have enough. I don't know, force of personality. But I was able to get ill matter to make me basically unkillable. Very difficult to kill.
That is a very nice
Bellamy-
boon.
So Sune gives you this power. Are they a powerful mage?
No, she's the goddess of life and love.
Goddess.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What does that mean?
Oh, right. So, like, there's us who are like normal
Mhm.
people, and we pray to like gods and goddesses to give us power. And if you're good enough and you listen and you don't do no bad things and you stick to what you said you would do for them, then they give you power.
Oh, government. We call it government.
Oh no.
No. That is. As
like,
someone who has to deal with both of those are not the same thing.
It's like a higher power kind of thing.
Mhm.
Yeah, they're above you, and they dictate what you can do, and if you don't, you're punished.
Oh, I wouldn't say Sylvanas punishes so much. I mean, I think the Oak Father is very embracing of all and really works towards unity and prosperity for everyone. So I think he's a very fair deity.
Sounds like
Well,
Sune.
Sounds like you have a refined government. That's very good.
I don't rightly think you're getting this down, and that's coming from me.
I think here's the main difference. So, like, a government is more like the High Lady and the High Lords, I guess. That is, and they are people who are like you, who tell you what to do and tell you what not to do, but they make laws and rules. But like a deity is something that is kind of more powerful, and like it's only them. They don't have to agree to anything with anybody else. They just get to do what they want to do, and they get to like be who they want to be, and they can make anybody else like powerful too. But I don't think governments can give you power like that.
All right, y'all
the High
keep
Elders are
using
quite
that word.
capable.
Y'all keep using that word government. What is that?
Government is like when a society gets structured. So there are people whose job it is to assign people to do other jobs, and those jobs work together to keep society running.
Well, I don't think you have to be assigned to a job. I've never been assigned to a job.
Yeah. The people in my village, they just do their job.
I mean, not everyone works for the government. Technically, almost all my clients were nobility, but I didn't have to take them. They just had enough money to be worth investigating for.
In my opinion, you are forgetting the most important part. It's what happens after you die. The gods and goddesses judge you and decide whether you wait for eternity for them to help you or whether they pass you on to the paradise that awaits you. And that is our job, to make them happy, to show off, to impress them while we are here. And so once we die, they're like, yes, please, have a front row seat. I want you next to me.
So your culture embraces lichdom?
Lichdom, I don't know what that means. My culture embraces parties. I follow the god of revelry, who encourages a good time and meeting people and the friends like we're doing right now. My god must be very happy that I'm meeting such good friends so fast.
So
Ilmater is the clipped god. He is the god of the poor, and he is almost always worshipped by the Ashen folk down there. It's more of a symbiotic relationship. He will reward the followers who do his work well in his afterlife, but he is also kind to the living, the diseased, the disabled.
So, as a human who's come from a world of both government and religion, the basic distinction is a government is a organization run by people of similar power of our species, right? It exists in order to enforce policies and create policies for society. It makes that convenient, right? And for the people within the society. Religion, on the other hand, right, is the belief of a higher power that usually has control over a specific domain, such as life, right? It's generally something immaterial, right, and uh, cannot. It's not more of an idea. There's a god of death, a god of life, a god of revelry, right, as has been stated. Um, now,
The god of nature.
god of nature as well, and such supernatural beings have the incredible ability to gift their servants the power of magic, right? In which case, these servants will obey their god and live to the ideals of their gods in exchange, right, for their own supernatural powers being presented in the form of magic. To answer your previous question, I, on the other hand, and Bellamy will take out a book, right? I'm more of a wizard. I've made contact with the weave through my own studies, and as such, gained the power to wield magic. This is another way to gain the power of magic. I don't know if any of you all have such wizardry powers within your societies, or if you all rely on your.
That is the deciding factor of my society. Our governments are of magic. It's we also interact with the weave, and this entire time, you'll notice Nilar is scribbling down on his journal as much as he can, taking in everything, and it almost looks nonsensical. But you'll also hear jingling, and at this time, you might notice as his arms leave the page of his journal, he's wearing shackles, partly melted shackles.
Upon noticing this from Nilar, Miku is brought into focus enough to realize that she should also be taking notes on this.
But no, that magic is what decides power and life and death and domain, as you put it, similar to those gods. Although we don't generally specialize just in one, there's a few whack jobs who like to, but generally we try to broaden our knowledge as much as possible to enrich our culture and raise ourselves and our colleagues up.
It's kind of the opposite where I come from. The Brights are the ones who hold all the power, and because of that, the Brights are the ones that get to go into those wizard universities. Unless you're lucky enough to be a child of the storm and be able to do magic on your own. I knew a kid who can do that once.
Your Brights sound like our elders, our current ones at least.
They're not any older than us. They're just more colorful.
Oh. That seems even more indiscriminately unjust.
Whose keyboard is being super loud again?
I'm sorry.
Hacksaw kind of like stands up and kind of like hesitantly raises his hand. It's like, getting like way back. Do you guys not know how to heal without magic? Like, we don't have magic where I'm from. At least not for healing.
My nose and it never got fixed. Can you fix my nose? I broke it 4 years ago.
I would have to re-break it. Sorry, it might cause you some pain.
This is why I do not understand medicine. No.
I can break your nose if you want.
There's basic first aid, but there's only so much you can do with that. If you want to actually like treat salmonella or something serious like that, you need an actual paladin or a cleric.
Or you could use the right herbs.
Yeah, just natural ointments.
We don't have much in the way of herbs. So basically, due to some ancient angering of the Sky Lords or something, the surface of our planet became basically uninhabitable. Nothing. Our ancestors that basically just carried up the stuff we need to eat, and unfortunately some of our pests also follow us. That's why we still have rats, but we don't have any useful medicinal herbs.
Well, I bet that's very disappointing for you people. But maybe you can bring something back from your journey here. Maybe you can go back to your world and make it a better place, learning what you have from these other cultures, I guess.
I would love to, but as I said, I'm just not sure it's possible. I think if it was, either this place is so wonderful that no one ever wants to leave, and I'm not sure if that's the case, or it truly is a one-way trip.
Yes,
I hope
well,
that's not true.
we have tried, I can assure you. And that's when you all notice another Anthus man, totally different than the other ones, standing in the doorway, just listening to your conversation, waiting for a pause in between to speak up. Says, I am going to take 4 of you over to one room, and another will take the other 3. I very much enjoy listening to your conversations, but we need to clear the room for the next group, unfortunately. So any questions you may have, you can bring them up in the side rooms.
Very well.
Well, best of luck to you. I hope you all get what you're searching for.
Well, I hope all of you remain in one piece. If not, just call my name out. I'll be there as soon as I hear it.
Thank you.
Well, how good is your hearing?
Well, voice travels. Sune might tell me y'all need help. I'll come running. I'll get there eventually.
Okay.
Yes, come now. He opens the door and leads the group of 4 out. And there we will take a brief intermission to split up the groups.
All right. Should we go and log out?